Todd, in the last two games, how do you weigh the resiliency the team's shown against the obvious mistakes they're making on the ice?
The St. Louis game, we were happy with the resiliency. Tonight, we're really disappointed with the mistakes. 6 goals against is your answer. We had some dismal performances by some individuals. And yet there was others that had great games, really played well. So half the team was ready to play, the other half still isn't ready to play. The night's over, and that's disappointing.
Thank you, Tom.
Next up is Zach Dooley.
After Saturday's game against St. Louis, you talked about not wanting to play that track meet style of hockey. Did you feel like you saw too much of that again today?
No, I don't think it was track meet at all. I didn't feel like it was going up and down the ice. I just thought that we were really, really sloppy. Made way too many individual mistakes. The turnovers off our tape, the lackadaisical play, how we handled some of the 2-on-1 rushes, power play gave up a shorthanded, had nothing to do with the track meet. It was just sloppy by, it's perhaps the hardest game to play when some guys are really on and other guys are really off, because it just screws everything up.
And with Adrian Kempe, he's got 5 goals in his last 5. Is that more of the player that you need to see offensively to support your big guns?
Absolutely. We, it was about 4 or 5 games ago, we asked him to find a way to contribute a little bit more, and he certainly has offensively.
Thanks, Tom.
Next up is Carmen Bay.
Jim and Alex were talking on the broadcast tonight about how Lazat's line looked like one of the best lines out there tonight. Would you agree? And if you do, what did you like about them?
I do agree, and they had, other than their first shift when they got scored on, after that I thought they won the majority of shifts they played throughout the night. They were willing to forecheck. They had a tenacity to them that kept a lot of plays alive. A lot of simple plays. Strip pucks, make one pass, shoot it. They didn't have to get cute. They didn't try to overcreate. They were pretty consistent line the whole night.
And in the third period, the incidental contact, no goal. As a coaching staff, you guys are really good about, not calling for a challenge when you don't see it fit. But just taking us inside a little bit, what's the conversation like with the officials after that, and what was the talk after?
Officials signaled a good goal on the ice. Right away we go and look at the video, and we thought that was our only chance, is if we could get away with a good call on the ice, and then they wouldn't have enough to turn it over. But they got together, they did what they were supposed to do, they overruled it, and that was up to us to challenge. We didn't feel like we were going to win that, and we didn't want to put our team shorthanded in the last 4 or 5 minutes.